Hey guys, today is going to be part 2 of my blush declutter. If you missed out on part 1, I will go ahead and link it down below, but in that video I pretty much went through all of my powder blushes, and in today's video I'm going to be going through all the other formulas, so creams, liquids, gels, things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. So starting off with these stick cream blushes by Pony Effect. I've shared a few of these products in this formula in prior videos because they have bronzers, highlighters, and I really love the formula of these, and of course I love the gold packaging. So the first shade that I have is the color One and Only, and here is the color One and Only. You can see just in the swatch alone just how rich of a color these are. They have great pigmentation, they're so smooth and blendable. But I am going to go ahead and let this color go only because it's very, very deep and it leans very on the brick red side. So yeah, I am going to go ahead and let this one go because I'm not a big fan of super red tone blushes. The next color is the shade Touch Me. And there's the color Touch Me. This is more of a creamsicle, kind of milky orange color. It's very unique. It's almost like a pastel orange. That's the best way I can describe it. But this is another one I am going to go ahead and let go of. As pretty as the color is, it's not my kind of orange. If I'm going to put an orange blush on, I like something that's a little bit on the warmer side versus something like this that's a little bit more pastel. I just feel like it doesn't look right on my skin. So probably better for a lighter complexion, but on me, it's a little bit too pale, so I'm going to let that one go too. And there is the color My Everything. This is more of a true Barbie pink color. It's such a fun shade. I am going to hold on to this one only because I don't have many other cream formulas that really match this color, and it's such a pretty kind of springtime fun type of shade. Usually if I'm going to use a cream formula, it's usually a brighter color. That's typically the only time I reach for a cream product, is when I want to add a little bit of vibrancy to my cheeks, and this is absolutely perfect for that. So I'm going to continue to hold on to the shade My Everything. I have this little tiny baby stick guy, and it is by Laque & Co. I have no idea, okay? It's their cheeky lipstick in the shade Cray Cray, and it's a little twist up formula. Ooh, and that's what it looks like. I don't think I've ever really used this. This is probably something that came in a subscription and I never reached for it. The formula is slightly on the drier side. It's not quite as creamy as the Pony Effect ones, but still pretty smooth and blendable. And this is kind of like a bright papaya pink color. I think I am going to go ahead and continue to hold on to this one as well. This next one is one of my favorites, especially around the summer months. It's the Clinique Chubby Stick in the color Robust Rhubarb. And I love the way this applies because it's such a big, fat stick. Wow, that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. It's not one of those little dinky ones where you're working with it a lot. It's very easy to apply, and it looks like this. This is more of a washed out strawberry pink type of color, but oh my gosh, so flattering on the skin. Really any time of year it's flattering, but I just always gravitate towards this around spring and summer. And it's a very wearable, bright type of shade, so I absolutely love it, and we'll hold on to it. This is another guy that I really, really love. It's the Wet n Wild Light Up My Hibiscus. It's kind of like a highlighter blush. I use it more so as a blush topper. I can't really use it as a highlighter because it's way too pink on me, but mixed with something else, this is so pretty. You can see it's a very light wash of peach and pink tones running through it. I'm not sure how well the light is really hitting it right now to do it justice, but it is a very just soft, glimmering, tropical look to the cheeks. I really, really love this one, and will continue to hold on to it. This next one I know right away I'm getting rid of because I didn't like it. It's the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek in the shade Perk. I really wanted to love this. I always want to fall in love with Milk makeup, but I find that I experience more misses than hits for some reason with that brand, which is unfortunate because it's so cute. I love the packaging. And this is another kind of washed out strawberry pink, but the formula is a little bit more on the greasy or glossy side. Which I don't really like because I feel like it makes me look a little bit oily. It's a very sheer color too, as you can see. So yeah, I'm not crazy about the formula. I feel like it makes me look greasy. The color payoff is not there for me as well with this, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. I have a couple of these little Maybelline Master Glaze blush sticks. I have the color Sheer Coral as well as Just Pinched Pink, and I remember really liking these when I first got them. Here's the coral shade there, which you can see is a really fun, bright, very true coral kind of color. I am going to continue to hold on to this one because I think it's really pretty, and I don't think I'd have anything quite as similar. Maybe this shade is a little bit close, but this is still a little bit brighter. And I know I love the formula on this one on my cheeks, whereas with the other one, I'm not really sure because I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that one. And then the next one is the color Just Pinched Pink. And it looks like that. This is more of a very wearable, soft, pinky, rose type of color. It's a very feminine shade and I do really like it. I love the formulas of these two. I find that they last fairly long. They're not too wet or greasy on my skin. So I'm gonna hold on to both of those guys. I have another blush that I haven't even opened yet. It's the Juicy Pang Blusher by Pt.2. Guys, this is one of the most chic looking blushes ever. This is what it looks like. Yes, I know it looks like a nail polish, but it's actually a blush shade. It came in one of my boutique subscriptions. One of the gazillion reasons I love boutique, because I don't think I would ever find something like this on my own. And here's what the color looks like. It's a little bit on the red side, but because I haven't even tried the formula yet on my skin, I'm not ready to let go of it just yet, even though the color probably isn't the best for me personally. I still really want to hold on to it. That way I can at least try out the formula and see if there's another shade I'd want to try, or maybe I'll end up loving this one. Who knows? Another one I know I'm holding on to is the Sephora Waterproof Blush in the shade Orange You Glad. This takes a little bit of practice when you first purchase it. It took me like easily 3 or 4 times before I was able to actually spray my face in the right area, because when you use it at first, it's really easy to get this all over the place, but once you figure it out, I love this blush. It really does give a very smooth airbrush type of application to the skin. Let's go ahead and do a little swatchity swatch. This is very easy to build up if you want just a light wash of color. Obviously, because the formula is so light and watery, it doesn't look heavy or cakey whatsoever. It just looks very natural and gives such a bright pop to the skin. This is also waterproof, which is really great if you have oily skin. So yeah, really like this guy and will continue to hold on to it. This next one is by Stila. It's their Water Blossom. Okay, it's their Aqua Glow Watercolor Blush in the shade Water Blossom. It is a water formula, so it's very, very liquidy. And even though the color is really scary in the pot, when you apply it, it's just a wash of like a purpley pink type of shade. I have used this on several different occasions and I really, really love it. It's more of a skin tint than like a full-on heavy-duty blush. So if you like things that are a little bit more natural and not as telling on the skin, I really love the formula of these blushes. I have a couple of these ones by Pecco, or I'm sorry, by Holika Holika. This is part of their Pecco line, and this is their blushers. And I have 3 of them. These were sent in a PR package, which is why I have 3 of almost the same color. All right, so I don't know how well you can even see that swatch there, but that is this little like kind of clear glossy one at the end. This is more of like a skin tint, but obviously it's very, very light in color. So I know right away I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one. This next one is this like bright cherry red, which is the swatch in the center. Again, I'm not a big fan of red tone blushes, so I think sadly I'm also going to let that one go. And then finally is this one that's actually here up at the top. It's a little bit deceiving because you'd think it would come out like a straight red, but it actually came out more of like this rosy tone. And I will continue to hold on to this one because it actually looks like a color I would wear. And I do really love the little Pecco line. It's so adorable. I have another Holika Holika blush. This is their Lazy and Easy Jelly Dough Blusher. This has like a jelly or dough type of consistency. It's very, very unique. And there's the color there. It's kind of like a pale melon pink type of shade, but I do really like it and I will continue to hold on to it. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. It's the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Cream in the shade Saint Lucia. Here is what it looks like. I actually really loved the blush shade in this. That's why I held on to it. I pretty much never used the bronzing shade. It's a really pretty warm pink color, but it has been with me for years and years, and it is a little bit dried up. I just don't really ever use it, and I've had it for years and years, so I'm gonna let that one go. This is another e.l.f. cream blush product that I have. This is their cream blush palette in the shade Soft. I really did like the color range in here. Here's a few swatches from that palette, these last three here. So you can see they are very pretty. They're not anything too heavy and creamy and wet. So another really good formula if you have maybe more combo skin or oily skin. And I did really love the color range in here. It's just, I don't really reach for cream blushes all that frequently. And like I said, typically if I'm gonna reach for one, it's to give a little brighter color to my skin, or if I wanna add a little bit of dimension, where these are more kind of like neutral shades for me. So I know I'm not gonna use them, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass them on. I have a couple of these guys from Mimi Box. These are the I'm Blushers Cream. Now this line was blush and corrector in one. It looks like this. It's very pretty when I swatch it out. Like, it's such a fun purple violet color, but I don't really use violet correctors too often to warrant holding on to this as a corrector. If I do use something purple, I like a lighter kind of unicorn type of purple to give a little ethereal look to the skin, where this is more of like a straight violet purple shade. So I don't think I would get use out of this as a corrector nor as a blush, because I don't really like purple tone blushes on me. So I'm going to let that one go. Now this one I know I'm holding on to. It's the shade Cantabile or Cantabile. Somebody told me how to pronounce it and I can't remember, so I'm sorry to whoever told me. I just don't remember, but this one I really do love. This is something that can either be used as a corrector or as a blush, but it's just a soft melon color. It is very, very pretty. It's a little bit warmer than that Lazy and Easy one I shared earlier, which you can see is a little bit paler. This has more of that warmth, oomph, and brightness to it. Really pretty on olive skin tones. Just a nice warm color. Okay, so this is pretty much it for the rest of my blushes. So up here we have NYX cream blush formulas, which if I had to pick one cream blush formula to use for the rest of my life, it would be NYX. I really do love these. They have a beautiful range of colors. They're pigmented, but I am going to be getting rid of all of them in this video, only because a lot of these I have purchased a long time ago. Like once I found out that they existed, I purchased pretty much every shade that they ever came out with. There's only a few that I've gotten rid of over the years, but let's go ahead and just swatch them out first. Might as well start off with a bang, which is the color Hot Pink. These are so creamy and smooth. This is such like a crazy hot pink Barbie color. You know how Barbie had like different phases and eras? Like, I think of like a certain time when pastel Barbie was really in, but if you guys are a product of the 90s or you grew up in the 90s like myself, you remember this era of Barbie where it was just like crazy hot pink everything, her car, her purse. It just reminds me of those years. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just let this go. Next is the color Rose Petal, which looks like this. Rose Petal is more of a soft, neutral rose shade. Next is the color Natural. It's slightly more pale. It's kind of like a ballerina pink with a little bit of a warmer undertone. Next is the color Glow. This is more of a warm mid-tone mauve pink. Really, really pretty, very wearable. Next is the shade Tea Rose, which I lost a little plastic cap like literally minutes before filming this because it was on there when I pulled it out, and then I don't know if it's on the floor somewhere, but anyways, this is the shade Tea Rose, and this is more of like a brown-based pink shade. The final NYX cream blush is Boho Chic. This is a little bit of a gray tone pink color, but again, really soft and pretty on the cheeks. But yeah, I'm very sad to let all of these go. I loved them while I did use them, but I just had them for way too long. So I am gonna go ahead and just say goodbye to them. This next one is by Illamasqua. It's in the shade Rude. And here's what it looks like. It's just a really pretty warm orange shade. And I do want to hold on to this guy. I have a couple from MAC. This is the shade So Sweet, So Easy. Here is So Sweet, So Easy. It's a little bit of a fun, bright baby pink. It reminds me a little bit of that color from Pony Effect. Okay, so here's the Pony Effect color, and then here is So Sweet, So Easy. These are very, very close, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and let go of the MAC one because I know I've had it a lot longer than that Pony Effect one. So I'm letting go of So Sweet, So Easy, though I do really, really love the color. This next one is the color Something Special, and I can tell right away I need to get rid of this. It's really, really dried out. Another very neutral, sweet mid-tone pink color, but it's very old, so I gotta let that go too. And then finally, I have the shade Lillicent by MAC. It's almost like a light coffee color, like very, very washed out. Yeah, do I want to hold on to this? I think I do. This is probably like the only neutral tone that I want to hold on to, and I want to play with it a little bit more before I decide whether or not I want to let go of it. I know for sure I want to let go of this. It's the Revlon Charmed Enchantment Cream Blush, and this is kind of like a mousse cream. It's not anything super wet and creamy, but it has a little bit of a mousse-like consistency to it, and it looks like this. This is kind of like a warmer rosy mauve color. I'm not a big fan of the formula. I find that this applies a little bit splotchy on the skin, and I'm not a big fan of the color either on me, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this go. Next, I have the Stila Convertible color in Gladiola. This is the shade Gladiola here, which you can see is a fun, fiery orange red color. Here it is next to the shade Rude, which I swatched earlier. So looking at them side by side, they look very, very close. I would say Gladiola has a slightly more like fiery tone to it compared to Rude in person, but because they're so close, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of Gladiola, though I really love, love, love this blush. It's so beautiful. It lasts all day. It doesn't look greasy or heavy on me ever, so it kind of kills me to let go of it, but I know with these type of blushes, I'm not gonna reach for them all the time, so I just wanna hold on to one shade. So for that reason alone, I'm going to let this guy go. I have one by Sonia Kashuk. It's in the shade Rosy, bright, kind of corally pink shade, but this is another one that I know is really, really old in my collection. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let it go because it's just an oldie. Another oldie I have is this. It's the Sephora Cream Blush in Apricot Sheen. I have used and abused this. This used to be my go-to cream blush in the summer, and it's so dried up, like, ugh, disgusting. But I would repurchase this so fast because it's a very pretty, warm, apricot gold color. I love it, but I need to let it go. I'm also going to be letting go of this little AOA cream blush in the shade Cozy. I do like the formula of these Shop Miss A blushes. I think they're really creamy and pretty, and they're also not heavy either. So there's the shade Cozy. And the only reason why I'm getting rid of Cozy is because when I did get it on my cheeks, I found that it looked really red on me. So I would be open to trying other shades from the line, but this shade in particular did not work for me. Okay, and our final cream blush is this little mini guy by Stila in the shade Peony. It's just a little warm, kind of neutral tone. And there is the shade there. It kind of looks a little bit like Lillicent, Was this Lillicent? Yeah, it was, but maybe slightly warmer. So I think I actually do want to hold on to this one as well. I haven't given it a whole lot of love to know whether or not it works for me. So this one I'm going to continue to hold on to. Okay guys, so here is the final result. Here's everything I'm holding on to. And in total, I got rid of 21 cream/liquid blushes. So yeah, another successful round. I'm sorry if I was talking a little bit faster in this video. It's because I'm currently trying to race against the sun. I'm kind of limited with natural light right now and where I can film at the moment. So please bear with me. I'm very sorry if it was a little bit rushed, but I hope you guys did enjoy it nonetheless. If you guys did like this video, please be sure to give it a like. If you're new to my channel, definitely don't forget to subscribe. I have more decluttering videos coming out, and I will go ahead and link any previous ones down below if you want to catch up. But that's it. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.